Well, welcome to my kitchen, everybody. Today we're going to make Gemista, stuffed peppers. And you can also stuff tomatoes. You see that a lot. And I keep mine very light and simple. You can serve this with a salad. You can make some lemon potato wedges on the side. Or you can just have it, you can just eat a bunch of these and you'll be full too. So make sure that you're using good quality ingredients, okay? So now we're going to go in and cut the tops off of our peppers or tomatoes. If you want to use tomatoes, that's okay too. So I'm going to cut them carefully. And I'm going to go in and run the peppers under some running water, and I'm going to get all the seeds out, and I'm going to shave down just with my finger the membrane that you see there inside of the pepper. And then I'll cut the top off here just like that. And then I'm going to cook it like that. And I'll also show you how I score the bottom too during before the cooking process. So I'm going to do that to all of my peppers. All right, everybody, so moving along, as things are starting to cook down and reduce, we're obviously noticing little pools of oil, of grease, and don't worry about it. We want that there. That's where a lot of the flavor is, and we want to keep it. So I know you may be tempted or to take a towel and kind of sop up some of it, but don't drain it. So going in, I'm just trying to taste for the salt content, and it wasn't enough for me, so I added in that extra teaspoon of the tomato base, and it was perfect right there. Obviously the rice wasn't cooked down, but everything else is cooked, so you're okay. This is really very tasty. So I don't have a tall enough pan to accommodate these really tall peppers, so I just had to run with it. This was as good as it was going to get for me. So at this point, everything is pretty much cooked except the rice. So we're going to score the bottoms of the peppers. We're going to toss in that broth, the water and the chicken base, and then we're going to loosely cover this with foil and put it in the oven to steam, basically, to cook the rice through. So after an hour, you'll go back and check and see if the rice is cooked. And if not, you'll leave it for another 30 minutes, but that should be enough time. So one thing I've forgot to mention is that not only do we need to cook the rice through, but we need to make sure that the vegetable too is cooked through. I personally like my vegetables to be a little bit al dente, a little tough to the tooth, but do it whatever's comfortable for you and for your family. So my daughter doesn't eat the pepper, she just eats the inside. My husband and I, we eat the pepper, so it's really just make it comfortable for you. I made this video very straightforward. Where I was just presenting the peppers to you guys, but you can also cut in some potatoes, cut them into wedges and fill up that empty space in your pan here. You can definitely do that. You can throw in some more vegetables, the potatoes are so good. In fact, I actually recommend you cut in some wedged potatoes, because once we put in that broth and everything starts to cook and then the juices start to come out from the meat, oh my goodness, you're gonna have some delicious potatoes. Okay, this is about after an hour and 15 minutes. Moment of truth. I didn't edit this out because it's just super real. This is what happened. They fell over. But they were so hot to handle, so I just let it sit. But that red juice at the bottom is so tasty and delicious. So you got to make sure that you scoop some of that into your beef mixture when you're ready to eat, because it's so good. So I let the peppers sit and rest for about 30 minutes before I served it to my family, just because it's piping hot and we just don't eat piping hot food. But we also were waiting for our potatoes and the salad to get together, so it's a good resting time. And there we have it, guys. I hope you make this recipe. Goodbye.